the blood vessels, you're forcing it back into the general circulation of the fluid that's outside the cells and outside the blood vessels. You might not be able to get away with an adult, because if you push it down in one spot, it might come up in another spot. But I didn't know that you could do this, and I'm astonished, and I'm going to ask my surgical mates, because they know this sort of stuff, and we'll find out. I'll have a better answer for you. But thank you so much for telling me about it, and I don't have a good explanation. I think that's what's going on, but I'm not sure. This is a conjecture.
Thanks,
I think
Nelly.
it's Saturday. I thought it's Sunday. It's Saturday. Sorry.
It's kind of like the old trick, the skincare trick, maybe when you wake up with puffy eyes or you've been crying a little bit, and then you put the spoon underneath, cold spoon underneath your eyes.
Oh my God! This is something I've been missing out on all my life.
Stop here. Nothing. I thought you just
when you've been up crying all night, you put some cold spoons on the bags under your eyes.
Are they open?
How many times have you done it in the last, say, 5 years or 10 years? 10 years.
Emerald Spring.
Once or twice.
Roadhouse.
Yeah, once or twice.
Not a regular.
Do you know how many times I've done it in my entire life? Zero. Why wasn't I told? What is this conspiracy? I've been left out of it. That's why I look like a badly packed sack of potatoes instead of like you.
No, you look beautiful. We got Rhiannon. Rhiannon on the Sunshine Coast. Rhiannon, you got a question about sneezing.
Beautiful view.
Yeah, hey, Dr. Carl, thanks for listening. I'm just wondering why we close our eyes when we sneeze.
There's no good reason. It's a leftover from evolution. Sneezing is incredibly important. You've got to sneeze because the lungs are a one-way pathway. If dirt goes in, it doesn't come out. It might get eaten by the macrophage a bit, but basically dirt goes in, it doesn't come out. And so you've got all sorts of mechanisms, including little cilia, little hairs on your airways that bring the crud up and then bring it to the junction of your airways and your food pipe. And several times a day you'll sort of go, that's me making the noise of swallowing crud from my lungs. And it'll go up there, across, and then down into your stomach. But you've got another important system, which is sneezing, to blow the stuff out. And it is such an important reflex that is sort of wired into all of us. And sometimes it fires off accidental things. So in some people, they can be fired off by sunlight. Right? And so it's a very important reflex. And as part of it, we've evolved along the way the fact that you shut your eyes. You can train yourself to open your eyes. It's fairly pointless, but rather entertaining. But you can't prove it to anybody because you're shutting their eyes while you're doing it. So you actually have to photograph yourself in high speed and prove that you are actually sneezing with your eyes open.
That's our back view, rear view. No cars.
Very strongly stop your eyeball from falling out. Your eyeball can't fall out. It can't fall out.
I've definitely had a couple of people on my socials attempt to film themselves, so they do it in slow motion and keep their eyes open. And they failed.
Oh,
you know,
maybe
just
they think
at
they
the
can
last
do
minute,
it.
they just quickly close it.
Oh, because I have read in the scientific literature that people claim that they could do it, but maybe they didn't use proper high-speed cameras and they could have been wrong.
That's it. Rhiannon.
Challenge to the audience.
Do you want to do a test for us?
No traffic.
Do a test, train yourself. It's not hard. Thank you.
I like this question from Patrick in Canberra. You're up. What do you want to know?
Patrick, come on down.
Good morning, doctors. My question is, how are seedless fruits grown if there are no seeds to grow the fruit tree?
Ah, fancy genetics. So I'm guessing that they would have a stock of seeds that will produce a plant that does not have seeds. So they've got a secret stock of seeds, or they do cloning where they just take the seeds off and grow from there. Outside my range of knowledge, Lucy, what's the magic number that a biologist, a plant biologist could tell us the answer to this wonderful question?
1300 055536. So we want to know, how are seedless fruits grown if there are no seeds to grow the fruit tree?
Brilliant.
I like it. Thanks, Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
We've got a text here from someone wanting to know, is Wi-Fi affected by the wind and rain? I work outside but need internet connection and notice when we have bad weather the signal will be worse. They can't answer the phone because they're at work right now, but Dr. Carl, is Wi-Fi affected by the wind and rain?
Sky view.
Wi-Fi is amazing, and I first got into Wi-Fi in the year 2000. I couldn't believe it, that I could send the internet over the air. And it's basically just a radio transmitter and receiver, which by coincidence work at the same frequencies that the microwave does at. So the microwaves work at 2.4 gigahertz. Wi-Fi used to work only at 2.4 gigahertz, and then moved up to 2.4 plus 5 gigahertz, and now they're moving to 6 general, Wi-Fi
That's all I can say.
is good, but it's no good for voice or if you're doing video conferencing, because every 5 minutes the Wi-Fi system will log into the base station and say, hi, I'm Lucy's laptop, are you there? Lucy's base station.
Okay,
Lucy's base station, say
so
hi on the base station, and they'll do a
there's
handshake and
another
everything's fine. And for that brief interval, your image will go a little bit fuzzy and your voice will go off. So you want to have cable. So I'm trying to work out what it is in the weather. So if you're getting pure wind,
So it's
not
cloudy,
I need a telecommunications engineer because your
sunshine.
phone is not vibrating around. You don't have a long, floppy 3 metre diameter, 3 metre long antenna that's bending right over. And the antenna in the house is fine. So, but I believe you. But I don't know what would make the Wi-Fi go bad in a big wind, bro.
Just sharing the season for today.
We had that question about seedless fruit
So
being
beautiful.
grown, even though you need seeds to grow the
So
fruit.
beautiful day.
Someone's saying, I work in a
Bye.
nursery and